Yes, sir. Here we are once again, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Um, Real quickly coming in because I left kind of very quickly and impromptu. Took a leave because my daughter, I guess, went into a website that I guess she picked up from TikTok or something, where it told her that she was gonna go and um, it was like for an app or something. Anyways, she ended up getting a virus. We ended up cleaning it. It takes a while. Did tell you guys that I was gonna try to be back, and I'm back. Glad to be back. Now, now that I'm back, let's warn our friends from the Discord that I am in fact back in case some of them can't sleep and are looking to get bored by whatever it is that I say. Um, Nothing exceeds like excess, I guess. And also because in case they want to say what's up and they know that I'm on, in case they don't know that I'm on, I am in fact on. And if there is a hater or two in there, they're probably gonna watch too because for some reason the haters are the ones that love to see what you're doing, and so I'm all for that. Beach boy is in the house saying good night, bro. Beach boy, how dare you leave so quickly? How dare you leave so quickly? Heck, Kent's mom is saying late night savage. Well, you know what? It's only 7:45 here. Like I told you guys, my daughter, she ended up going to some website she wasn't supposed to. Nothing crazy, but it was just like she ended up catching that McAfee virus that tells you you're infected. McAfee has detected, that you have 5 viruses. Click here to and then she freaked out, and I guess she clicked in there, and I guess that's kind of where she went wrong. And instead of doing nothing, she freaked out and turned off the computer. Then she got scared. She was like, Daddy's gonna flip. And I didn't. I told her, never go into a website that you don't trust, that you've never been to. Even if it's like something from TikTok, especially if it's something from TikTok, or any other social media app, because sometimes it's AI or it's specific to towards people that are not necessarily knowledgeable as far as um, what's going to happen when it comes to viruses. When it comes to viruses, and so anyway, she got in trouble. She's not big trouble, but she'll learn her lesson. She has learned her lesson, I hope. Anyways, I'm back. Quickly, I just wanted to let you guys know that I do see what pre-market is showing, and Sofi hit $30 an hour for a second, and it's a 29.98. AI went over 18 for a second, and it's coming kind of back down. Um, International markets are mixed at this moment. So, hey, look, we've been here before, guys. Everybody is telling you the market is great at 52-week highs, some all-time highs. Everyone and their mom is going to start FOMOing now. This is kind of your cue to start seeing kind of where to take some money off the table, right? Don't be afraid to take some wins. If you were holding on to Palantir, in the hopes that it goes to 200, it could go to 200, maybe. We don't know, but don't be afraid to set a $200 covered call out to like March next year, right? You're holding SoFi, don't be afraid to sell a $35 covered call for January. It's just, you got to mitigate risks, and right now when everybody's basically talking about the stock market being so hot, and I'm hearing people that are not necessarily savvy when it comes to Wall Street or investing in general, talking about they're going to start investing, and they're going to go heavy like into like Microsoft or Nvda or something like that. And so it's just, that's kind of your cue, right? To take everything with a grain of salt. Not saying that there's no profit to be made. Not saying that we're not gonna still keep doing what we do. Just this is kind of where you start, not necessarily heading for the exit, but look at the flashing lights and say, hey, this is interesting. I've been holding Palantir for so long. If and I have 5,000 shares. If I sold 1,000, or like if I sold some covered calls, some 175s to January, or what, some 200s for March. Not the worst thing in the world to take some profit, right? And then look to come in through like cash secure puts, worst case scenario, right? But anyways, what do we got here? Charlie C2's in the house. Beach Boys in the house saying good night, bro. Bulls on the wall. Hopefully we have a nice green day tomorrow. Yeah, no, I mean, stock market's ripping. I'm very positive as far as our Savage 20. Beach Boy is saying that, it's 5:48, 5 a.m. here. Gonna go catch some Z's. Well, why didn't you go to sleep earlier, bro? Like, why are you waiting till 5? I don't know. Like, shouldn't you have gone to sleep like 7, 8 hours ago? Beach Boy, not good, man. Not good. Charlie Z2, we're trying to make money, my friend, for sure. Ken's mom saying, I'm in Arizona, same time zone. Yes, we played you. We San Francisco 49ers against the Cardinals, and it was a good game. It was a good game, very spirited game, tough game. Came down to the wire. I'm glad that San Francisco won, obviously, and I was entertained. I hate runaway games. I hate those 40-10 games, 40-7, 40-3. It's just it just doesn't do much for me, right? You want to see some competition, and it was fun. If you guys hear any screams, any children like they're dying or something, it's probably my kids. They have to take a shower to go to bed and get ready for tomorrow. And this is like the every weekend fight, and they just my wife is the calmest, most cool and collected person, but Sunday nights she's a whole different person. It's just the first time I heard her yell and shriek, I was just tripping because I was like, "Holy shit, who are you?" But for some reason, Sunday nights is the night that these kids are there's one or two things: either they're really really cool, they're calm, they go to bed, no big deal, or they fight tooth and nail to go to bed because they don't want to. And tomorrow, my eldest son actually has to go to the doctor, and taking him to the doctor tomorrow, which is why I'm not going to go live tomorrow morning. And so he has to go to sleep early because we're waking up early, and he just doesn't want to because he sees that there's kids out there right now playing, and his little brother, right, my youngest son, he sees his older brother fighting tooth and nail, and he's one of those that he'll join the fight, whatever his brother's doing, he does too. And so you have two very very spirited and smart kids, and they have heart, and they will go to toe to toe with my wife. They're gonna lose. They know they're gonna lose, but they still fight the good fight. So, anyways, if you guys hear yells and screams, that's them. Ricardo Canales is in the house saying, Savage! Roaring Yeti saying, look who's black. Roaring Yeti, it is I. What is up? Charlie C2 saying, dip my toes into Rigetti Computing on Friday after hours, sold a $25 December 19 put for 460 premium, and I think that is wonderful, my friend. You're basically buying the shares for $20.40. I see nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, let's see what we got going here. Rivian is a little on the red side right now, and that's okay. Went out for a second and shopping with my wife, and right next to the Rivian area, store or car, would you call it a car lot? I don't know, because there's, yeah. And then there's the Lululemon spot right next door. Anyway, so a lot of Rivians, a lot of people inside the Rivian spot, and so I just very bullish on it, man. It's just people just want Rivians. They just can't make them fast enough. So at this point in time, I'm just adding shares, guys. Through cash secure puts, and I'm going in the money. I'm not going too far out. I go to the next month, and I just beg to get assigned. It's 50-50 right now. It seems like a month I don't get assigned, and then a month I do, and a month I don't get assigned, and a month I do. So I'm just going to keep adding to my position and getting paid to buy Rivian. It's sitting at 1441 share right now, and totally okay for that. The market they're going after is the F-150 truck market, right? The SUV market, the Toyota Tundra market, and I'm telling you, these are some really really well made cars. They're very strong cars. They some of them are 850 horsepower, a lot of torque, very well made, and they're electric. So a lot of people decided to jump the off of the Tesla train, and now they're trying to buy Rivian, and I think it's great. Company that's growing, very well ran. They have, a contract with Volkswagen that's going to give them a lot of money, and it's only going to get better. Right now they're growing. Takes a while to really grow. I mean, it took Tesla a few years, right? And so Rivian IPO'd. They went to like $80 a share. Now they're at 14. Totally okay. And I'm just adding. My friends. SOXS. SOXS is kind of the semiconductor bear leveraged fund, and so it's a little green right now, but not much. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what Nvda does, because anytime Nvda goes down, that goes up. So I don't think Nvda should be where it is, my friends. Nvda should be closer to 140, 135, 140 a share. However, it is what it is. The market wants Nvidia to be in the 170s, and that's okay. On any weakness, Nvidia goes to 160, 155, going through cash secure puts out to 2026 in June. Not a terrible deal at all. Say 140, sell some 140 cash secure puts, bring in some nice chunk of change, $15 maybe. Essentially, you're buying for 125, 130. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? You're getting the hottest AI stock, the best AI stock right now for a lot cheaper than everybody's buying for right now. I don't see a problem, my friends. Archer Aviation. Archer Aviation is it was up like almost 7% on Friday. Right now it's down just a tick, like 14 basis points. So nothing burger. Let's see what Archer does. I think it's kind of at an inflection point. I had some $9 cash secure puts that I was begging to get assigned. They didn't, so I just bought them back for nothing, and I sold some 11s out to November, and I took in almost $2 for them, a little over. Let's see what happens, right? Let's see here. RXRX. Our XRX is also, kind of trying to make a decision. It kind of likes $5. I see that it kind of trades in the 450 to 525 channel. Don't be afraid to go in through some $5 cash secure puts out to like November, maybe December or January. It's up to you, quite honestly. I don't see RXRX being here, that much longer. But then again, it does not mean that it won't be here that much longer either, right? So get paid to buy the stock. I've been rolling over the same $6 cash secure puts that I sold in January. I've been rolling them over, and right now I've rolled them over to the point where my cost basis will probably be in the 380s, 370s. The stock was actually $7 when I sold those at first. It was like 750, and on a dip to like 7 is when I sold those, and I got a nice chunk of change, and I just kept rolling them. So at this point, I'm just looking at a sign. Unity is it kind of likes 45, huh? Seems like it likes 44 to $46, but it likes 45. Don't be afraid on some green. If it goes up 3-4% in a day, maybe 5. Some $55 Unity covered calls out to 2026. Not a terrible deal, my friends. Take some money off the table, man. Take some money off the table. Worst case scenario, you sell Unity at selling some 50s, some 55s, and then you get paid $4 or $5 for the contract. That's 60. You're selling at 60. The stock is at 46. What is the problem? You bought Unity at 20, 25. You're basically more than doubling your money. Take money off the table, my friends. Take money off the table. The name of the game is to make money. You're trying to make money. That's it. It's not personal. right? Um, let's see here. GME is GME is GME, right? GME's it's at an inflection point, and they're trying to hold it down here, right? Max Payne seems to have been 25, before that 24, before that 23. It's just gonna keep going up, man. The closer to 32 that it gets, right, the more interesting. I'm looking for October. I'm trying to see what October is gonna do. But quite honestly, I'm just at this point just holding. I bought back my covered calls. I made a little bit of profit. At this point, I'm just holding and seeing what's going to happen, because I see this stock going to like 35, $40 a share. That's kind of where it belongs. But again, the stock is where it is. So first shout out to 32 land. I'm probably going to sell some 35s. I'm totally okay letting it go for 35 bucks, depending, right? But 35s and bringing in $4 or $5 of profit, as far as premiums, I think that's okay with me. And if I don't get taken out, then I'll just keep, going and kicking the can down the road. I can always roll, right? But my average is like in the 13s. So if I sell that, 3 times that, I am totally okay with that. And then I'll just, sit on some more cash. Roblox, stay clear of a Roblox right now. It's run up on really hot. It's 135. Can it keep going up? Yeah, I can see 150, but it's kind of expensive. The premiums are not the sexiest, and so there's better stock out there for that price point. Like if you're gonna spend $13,000 on a stock, you might as well, go into like, I don't know, Sentinel One, right? Sentinel One is like 1/10 the price, and it's definitely got a ridiculous upside. It's cybersecurity, great company, very well ran. It keeps killing metrics quarter in, quarter out, year over year. And it's just a matter of time before this company goes to $30, $40 a share. It's sitting at $19 right now, my friends. Those of you that know me, I got some $18 cash secure puts out to November. I'm essentially trying to beg them to put those shares to me. And if that doesn't happen, then I'm going to sell some 19s out to January and beg them to put those shares to me. But I'm just going to get paid to buy the stock. TerraWolf, not too long ago was like around $10. I was telling you guys, sell $10 cash secure puts. $10 cash secure puts out to December, November. Great, because you ended up getting, I think, $150 to $2 for that contract. Essentially, you're buying it like around what? If it's a $10 cash secure put, you're buying it at $8.50. I don't see a problem with that at all. They, I believe, they have some really good contracts that they've signed with a lot of companies, and at this point, it's one of the ones that I'm watching for it to go to like 12 to 15 bucks, just based on the acquisitions and the different companies that they're signing contracts with. Riot is down. It was up to 17.50 earlier on. I think during the week it got up to like 19 bucks, 18.50, something like that. It's coming down to 17. I did tell you guys some weakness. Don't be afraid to go to the $16 cash secure put. Riot does this. It goes, to 18, 19 bucks and come back down to 12, 13, and then it'll just stay there and kind of play around in that area, and then go back up to 16, 17, and then 19, and then come back down. Great stock to trade. If you're in it for the premiums and you're not scared of volatility, this is a great stock to trade. So if it goes to 16, 15.50, $15 cash secure puts out to like November, not the most terrible thing. If I could, let's say, cash secure puts, if you could bring in $2 for $15 cash secure puts, 175, you're essentially buying the stock for like 13 bucks and change. That is not a terrible trade, my friends. And even if the stock went down to 12, 11.50, then you would do some $10 cash secure puts, out a couple of bucks, and then beg to get assigned so that you can average down. And if not, then you get your collateral back. You made money. You do it again until you get assigned. And if it goes up, Great, you sell some covered calls. That's how you do this, my friends. That's how I do. Let's see. Open door, open door. I told you guys, man, they're gonna do whatever it is that they can to keep it in the nines, right? I said, don't be surprised if you see it go to like 850, 890, in that range. It obviously didn't happen because there was over 103,000 puts in that area, and that means just a lot of stock, a lot of paper would have had to have gotten handed out. I don't think they want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, and so they let it die under 10. Um, at this point, you have to do your own due diligence. This is not financial advice, but look at the open interest in different months. Look at different strikes. Look at $8, $9, $10, look at 11, 12. Look at December, November, October. Look at where there's more open interest in at those strikes. Look at the premiums on any weakness. This stock goes to $7.50, $8 a share because they hit it and goes sell some $6 cash secure puts, some $7 cash secure puts out a month or two, and then bring in some premium. And if they assign you the shares, then great. Then on any run up, then you sell some covered calls. It's going to 20. All right. The shorts got really greedy. They picked around and they're finding out. So how long is it going to take? Remember, GME it went from 4 to 20 in like from let's see, it went from October to January or something like that, and then it did that whole wow, right? But it took a few months. It wasn't just 1 week. It was $8, $4, and then the next week 400. That's just not how it happens, right? It happens in stages. It comes in, it gets up, then it just gets hit. It gets hit. It breathes. It consolidates, and boom, there's another leg, right? And then it comes down. Then it feels, and then it consolidates, and boom, another leg. It's just the way that it works. So, don't be scared. Don't be scared. And if you want to play in that volatile environment, it's up to you. It is a highly volatile stock. Yes, it is. The risk is higher. The reward is higher. Now, this is the thing. If you were here listening to me 4 or 5 months ago when I was saying, guys, the stock's at 70 cents, it's 60 cents, it's buy 100 shares. You have 60, 70 bucks, buy 100 shares. What's the worst that could happen, right? You lose 60, 70 bucks. Worse, I'm sure you lost 60, 70 bucks doing worse dummy shit, right? So this is it. This is where you gotta decide, like, do I want to go in here? I mean, I told you guys this is a real estate play, right? This is once APRs start falling, right? Interest rates come down, then it's a real estate play, and it's gonna go up. And this is what happened. It's exactly what happened. Now, the street found out about it. Wall Street bets got into it, and then now you have the open army, right? So I don't know, when are they gonna let go? They're choking the shit out of this right now, but I see it going to 20. I see it going to 20. Now, how long will it take? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, my friends. But you know, um, it's a very interesting stock. Don't be scared to go through a cash secure put and essentially get paid to buy it, right? And if you got, a sign for whatever reasons because the stock shows weakness and they hit it, then sell some more cash secure puts. Instead of doing one, do two. Get a sign. You get a sign, now you average down. Wait for it to breathe, pop, sell 3 covered calls, or sell 1 or 2 and then keep 100. So if it happens to go and boom, you can like sell out, whatever it moves to and be like, you'll decide, magically if it goes to like $150 a share, right? Like, holy shit, sell. Sell right then and there, because trust me, they're gonna short the fuck out of it again. They're gonna cover it and then they're gonna go back down and get everybody that got greedy. But it takes time. Will it happen? Probably not. I mean, it can, but the time to buy it was when it was 60 cents, 70, 80 cents a share. Right now, it's like everyone wants a piece of it now because everyone wants a piece of it. That's volume, right? Volume's always good. So, it's all up to you. And then what type of, risk do you want to take? How risk adverse are you? right? Like, are you somebody that's going to take more of a cavalier approach and say, you know what, I do not encourage anyone to YOLO anything, but if you have, like, I don't know, like $800, and the stock shows some weakness, then go and sell on, a cash secure put, an $8 cash secure put on open out till November, bring in a couple of $100. Essentially, you're buying it for $6 a share, right? See what happens. Or you could use that money, that premium money, to, after you just essentially bought it at 8, right? Use $200 and go at market price and buy 20 shares. Buy I don't know, and then if you don't get a sign in November, right? Do another cash secure put, and then get premium and buy more shares with that money. And there's so many ways to skin this cat. At the end of the day, if you have a naked cat, that's what matters, right? Anyways, what else do we got here, man? Charlie says he did my toasted to spaghetti, and I'm glad you did. JJ's in the house. What's your opinion on GFAI, the girlfriend artificial intelligence? Let me check it out. Roaring Yiddy. GFAI. Now, I would be lying to you if I said that I know this stock. I've never seen it in my life, right? But let's check it out. It seems like it was up 1.71% on Friday, after hours up 3.36%. It is Guard Force AI Co. Limited, engages in the provision of integrated security solutions. Its brands include Guard Force AI, Vanguard, Guard Force Cash Solutions Security, and GFI Robotics. It operates through the following segments: secured logistics, robotics AI solutions, general security solutions, and corporate and others. The corporate and other segments covers the non-operating activities supporting the company. It also operates through the following geographical segments: the People's Republic of China, Thailand, and other countries. Founded in 2018, headquartered in Singapore. It's not a U.S. There's going to be limited information, right? Anything that's headquartered in the Cayman Islands, Singapore, the People's Republic of China, I'm wary of, right? Now, that is not to say that you can't make money. Now, here's the thing. I see the 52-week low was at 76 cents. And the 52-week high is at 388. It's at 123. So it's closer to the 52-week low than the 52-week high, which I like, right? But then I would have to go in and see, how long has it been active, right? It doesn't say today's high, today's low. Did it just go live? Price over earnings is minus 2.28. Don't know much about it, my friend. It seems that there's no options available. So did it just go live? How about we look into it and see what it has to offer? Let's see. Guard Force AI. Let's go and Google it. Google is our friend, right? Here we go. Based on recent report, you know what? You guys can read with me too, because I want to share this with you guys, so we can all study. I got to do that more often. I need to do this research with you guys. I think that's kind of cool. I was doing that yesterday, and I had quite a few people, like 20 of you. So, and I think that's kind of cool. Based on recent reports, Guard Force AI (GFAI) has focused on expanding its AI solutions and improving financial performance in 2024 and 2025. Recent headlines: financial results in the first half of 2024. Guard Force AI reported a 50% increase in gross profit compared to the same period in 2023. That's good. For the full year of 2024, the company's loss per share was reduced to 53 cents a share, a significant improvement from 4.53. God damn, that's a 900%. Expansion of AI business. The company is expanding its presence in AI-powered applications. In early 2025, GuardForce AI launched DVGo, an AI-powered travel planning tool in the United States. It has initiated new AI-focused business strategies in its Thai subsidiary.
The screen is blocked. The screen is blocked.
Oh, snap. Here it is. Sorry, guys. I kind of figured it out now. Can you guys see? Is my screen black? My wife just told me my screen is black. Do you guys see my screen? I need to know that because I don't want to just be reading and then you guys can't see stuff. All right. All right. So my wife is telling me it's all good now. Well, she watches me. That's cool. All right. So expansion of AI business. The company is expanding its presence in AI-powered applications. In early 2025, GuardForce launched DVGo, an AI-powered travel planning tool in the U.S. and also initiated new AI-focused business strategies in its Thai subsidiary. Contract renewals. GuardForce, this is key. GuardForce AI has strengthened its core security business by renewing long-term contracts with key clients. A significant win was the renewal of a 3-year multi-million-dollar contract with Thailand's government savings bank. That's good. Analyst ratings. A forecast published in 2025 noted as a strong buy. Consensus rating from 2 analysts covering the stock. See, I'd like to know who those analysts are. So let's see. Analysts that are advocating a strong buy for GuardForce GFAI. Okay, so let's do that. Let's look at this. And this is how we do some research, my friends. Here we go. All right. So let's see. Analysts saying that GFAI is a strong buy. All right. See, like I said, who are they? Let me share this one. Let's share the new one. Who are these analysts? All right. Can you guys see this? I hope you guys can. I think you guys can. Multiple financial analyst firms have given GuardForce a strong buy consensus rating. The firms and analysts who have issued ratings include DeBoro Capital analyst Jesse Sobelson reiterated a buy rating from GFAI in April 2025, while listed as a buy. This rating contributes to the strong buy consensus on some financial sites. E.F. Hutton. This firm has assigned a strong buy rating in GFI to several analysts over the past couple of years. See, so why it's a strong buy last couple of years, but it's only $1.50. There's a lot of play here, right? So analyst consensus versus specific ratings. Many financial sites aggregate ratings for multiple firms to arrive at a consensus, which may be different from individual analysts' most recent action. Consensus financial platforms like MarketBeat, Wall Street Zen, like a strong buy consensus for GFAI, indicating that collective analyst opinions are very positive. Within the last year, 2 research analysts have rated the stock as of September 2025. That includes 1 strong buy and 1 buy rating. Limited coverage, potential for dilution. So for sometimes simply Wall Street has noted GFAI shareholders have been substantially diluted. That's okay. That's what I was looking at. That's what I was saying. Why, if it's a strong buy, was it getting diluted? Well, why high short interest despite positive analysis? Oh, I like that. Yes, I do. The stock has been subject to high short interest. This is key. Oh, good shit, Roaring Titty. Yeah. Meaning some investors are betting against the stock price. This divergence of opinion indicates considerable uncertainty. Disclaimer, analyst ratings are not recommendations or investment advice. Investors should perform their own research. Okay, okay, okay. I get it. I get it. Yiddy, I like it. I want to read more into it, right? I cannot give you my opinion, but based on what I'm reading, Rory, if you were to do more research on this, right, and you see that it has strong fundamentals, that it has a good board, that it has a good CEO, the CEO has, let's say, previous management or upper management experience, and where was it, right? Is this guy for real? Is this a really good guy that's been in the business for a while, or is he like the son of somebody that was put in there? Did it? How did it IPO? Right? Is this? How long has the company been in business? It's obviously since 2018. But before that, how long were they private before they went public? Those are things that you can, look and study. What do you take on RXRX? So Roaring, that's thank you for letting us know that. And again, we have now to look into those two analysts. What rating do they have? Right? Are they like 5-star rating analysts, 4-star rating? Are they 1 rating analysts? Those are things you have to look into account, right? But once you see these things, right, and you see how the stock has performed in the last year and a half, again, you look at the earnings per share, right, and it's losing a lot less money than it was earlier, obviously, right? What is the guidance last quarter? Look at their last quarter numbers, right? Look at their balance sheet. Where is it that they look strong at? Where is it that they're weak at? And then you use your best judgment based on the information that you have, right? As far as this company, look at how it acts, for the next month or two, or whatever. If you've been following, then how it behaves, and you can feel comfortable and go through cash secure puts and buy a couple of shares. I don't see a problem with that, So, but yeah, no, it's what is my thought? My thoughts on it is just like if it's a company like RXRX, right, or like Open, or Smart Rent. There's sometimes good companies are bad stocks. Sometimes they just get shorted. There's like a lot of short interest. There's motherfuckers that want to just blow the company to oblivion because that's what they do for fun. And then there's companies that are absolutely terrible. Like Carnival Cruise Lines. It's terrible. They're losing billions of dollars per year, but yet the stock is at $300 a share. Carvana, same fucking thing. It's just like nobody's buying brand new cars from Carvana, but yet it's where it is, right? So again, I think I would actually have to look at it, a little longer, and I have to study it obviously before I put my hard-earned money into it, right? But as of right now, it looks interesting. I mean, it doesn't have options on it, right? It's just a buy at this point. So that's another thing. Like I'm very wary of just buying a stock. I like to go through cash secure puts, so that may be something that would put pump the brakes on me, right? But it doesn't mean that if you have an extra $150, right, or whatever, through cash secure puts, you got $500-$400 through some cash secure puts, and then you sold some more cash secure puts, and then you ended up making more premium, and you take $100 and such, and then you buy 100 shares. I don't see anything wrong with that at all, my friend. Good looking out, Roaring. You're one of my favorites, man. All right, so I shouldn't say that, huh? Because that's gonna alienate people. Who will say, "Well, I thought that was one of your favorites, Sam." Everyone's my favorite, guys. God damn it. All right, here we go. Joey V saying, what's your take on RXRX now? Looking to write some weekly cash your puts on it. Joey, love the stock, man. I just like the stock, bro. I've been trading for a couple of years. You know, I bought it like at $6, $5. It ran up to like 15. I wrote covered calls. I just wrote covered calls till the cows came home, and then I wrote it up. You know, and then I scaled back with it as well. Finally, I bought back the covered calls, and when it went to like $3 some, and then it ran up to like 6. So I sold some $10 covered calls expiring 2026, and now I'm just letting those rot, you know, and then see what happens. I really like the stock. $5 cash secure puts out to January, not the most terrible thing. Um, let's see, what are those giving you? I think they're giving you like around 75 cents or something, or 65, I don't know, 60 cents. Let's see here. Um, RXRX, December cash secure puts, $5 cash secure puts, a dollar. Selling a put, $5 cash secure put for RXRX is bringing you a dollar. I see nothing wrong with that. 20% back on your money right now, right? You got $5,000. Fuck it. You know what I mean? You, especially if you got it through cash secure puts. You have a Bmnr. Say you have $5,500, right? $5,500. And this is how I do my shit, right? $5,500. I'm into Bmnr. Bmnr is, it looks a little green right now, right? Or sorry, right now it looks red. I'm looking to buy Bmnr. I don't want to buy it when everybody else is buying it. What do? I say, you know what? $55 cash secure put Bmnr going to November. Give me $11. Give me $11 right now, right this second. Give me $11. Great. You gave me $11. So that's $1,100. I'm putting $5,500 up to buy the stock. And then the stock gets at 60 something, 66, 65, 60, whatever, 63, 62. I get $11, $12, right, to buy the stock in November. I'm on the hook for $55, right? But now I have $1,100, $1,200, right? So what do I do with that money? Well, now I can go to RXRX and I say, you know what? I have $1,000 here. I'm gonna sell some cash secure puts out to December. So I have two. I have enough for two, right? So I could bring in, I don't know, $200, right? $200. Put $1,000 there, bring in $200. And now I have $200 from the 1,200, and I have $200 I just made from that premium. I have $400. I'll go at market price and buy whatever amount of shares is out there right now, right? So it'll be like 80 shares, and then I'll begin a position on RXRX. That's it. It's not like rocket science. It's just you taking, now you're saying, I'm gonna take a stand. This is where I place my flag. I'm ready. If I get placed those shares, great. I chose the strike. I chose the date. I'm good with it. And guess what? If in November or December these things don't happen, you get your money back. You get 5,500 and 1,000. So now you have 6,500, and you have 80 shares of RXRX. You can do it again. Choose your stock. It could be the same companies, could be different companies. But what I know for a fact is you have $5,500 today, and in December you're going to have $6,500, right? Plus 80 shares of RXRX, and that's how you grow your portfolio. And then you're going to do not $5,500, or you have the 6,500. So you're going to do some cash secure puts out to like a couple of months, and then you're going to use that premium and see whether you want to go and buy, shares at market price, or you want to just hold the money, pay some bills. You do whatever you want, and then wait and then see if that money is going to get returned to you, or you're going to have shares, whatever. But you decided, this is my position. This is where This is where I feel comfortable buying this stock at, and on this date. There's nothing wrong with that, my friend. So I like RXRX. um, a lot. It's gonna pop. There's not that much paper available, and it's just shorted. And even when you buy the stock in different brokerages, they actually will have a disclaimer saying this is a very hard stock to borrow. Like if you do covered calls on it, it literally tells you this is a very hard stock to borrow. Are you sure you want to sell covered calls on it? And you click yes, right? So they're telling you there's not that many shares in existence. This is a hard to borrow stock, right? You get paid to hold the stock, and that's telling you it is a heavily shorted stock. The possibility of it going to go to $10 is very high. So, and it's a great company. They have they signed contract with Bayer, Genentech. Um, I want to say GlaxoSmithKline, but I'm not 100% positive. But it's not a boo boo. It's not a boo boo company, man. RXRX is a legit company, brother. It's a solid company. Ahoy, Lucky Six! My boy James of the Trees in the house. I just finished watching the previous live. Then I picked up my iPad and see you're on again. Well, I left really quickly, because I still wanted to talk a little more about tomorrow. But yeah, and just let you guys know about like strike zones and kind of what my thought processes was to jump into some new companies and such. So yeah, I'm on again. Hello, Dre saying, Roar, what's up? Yes, please, because I don't know a ton about how to do due diligence, but we can't see your screen. I'm glad I fixed that, Roaring. Joey V saying, no, I can see. Felix Alderete is saying, what do you think of NVTS stock? Navitas, I own it. I own it. I got covered calls. I got $12 covered calls that I sold last week to December. December or November. Just trying to remember. And then I got $9 cash secure puts. So I'm kind of like in between 9 and 12. Like I'm in that channel. If Navitas wants to go above 12, and then I lose my shares, I'm getting paid because my average is $8 or $7 on it. So I'm making money, and which means that my cash secure puts are going to be worth nothing, right? So then I'll buy them back, and for nothing, right? And then I'll get my premium back. So I'll get money from the cover calls, right? Because they'll call them away, and then I have money, and then I'll get money from my cash secure puts. Then if Navitas happens to be $12, $13 on that day, I'm just gonna wait for some weakness when it goes down 5-10% on a day, which it will because it's a volatile stock. And then I'll do some $11 cash secure puts out to a couple of months, get paid $1.50 for those. And then I get assigned. And when I get assigned, I'm going to sell some $15 covered calls out a couple of months, bring in a couple of dollars. And that's how you do. So Navitas, I like it. MVTS is a good stock, it's a volatile stock. I'm in it. I own it. I'm bullish on it. Dude is saying, let's go, Savage. Savage don't sleep. I do sleep. I sleep. I just felt I had to come back on. Give him a thumbs up, says Jude. Jovi says there's no options on GFAI. I agree. That's what I was telling you, Roaring. If there's no options, it's hard for me to take a chance. Although sometimes if it's low enough, you just buy the damn stock. It just depends on the conviction that you have, bro. It just depends on how you feel. Like if you've done your due diligence, you feel good about that company, kind of like with Smart Rent, right? I tell people, you missed open door, it happens, right? For 1/10 the price, you can buy Smart Rent right now, or like 1/8 the price. SMRT, it's there. It's like $1.50 a share. It was just 90 cents. And it's a real estate play. So same thing. It's there. It's just waiting. It just keeps going up little by little. Every week it's worth like 10 cents more, 15 cents more. Next thing you know, it's going to be $3-4. That's how it is. Preview of the option is saying, yo, no GFCI for me, no options on them. Yeah, I feel the same way. Photo. Roaring Yuri saying no options yet. No, it's all good. Duty saying I like options, though, but a market will be created if the market wants it. That's true. Wait, I thought it was past your bedtime, dude face. Dude, it is, I'm asleep. Um, Time to put myself to bed. These are jokes. Thanks for RS analysis, Savage. No doubt, brother. I'm starting to see the Savage way. Yeah, man, that's how we do. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going because the little one's gotta go to sleep, and I'm over here just yapping away. I guess combined today, I've done 2 hours, so that's kind of cool. But I wanted to go in and let you guys know I'm not gonna go on live tomorrow in the morning like I usually do at 8:30 because I gotta go to the doctor with my little one. So fingers crossed, things are good. Just got to take some tests. He'll be fine. It's just, you know, uh, stuff that happens. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'm the Savage of Wall Street, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. I hope you guys are doing well. Have a great night. Go to sleep. Get some Z's. Have a nice, strong coffee set for tomorrow. So when you wake up, you can drink that shit at 6:30, a.m. Pacific time. We start drinking that because we're trading. We're trading. Again, Bmnr. Look at that. Look at Webull. $17-20 cash you puts out to 2027. Not terrible. Webull right now is gonna when it goes, it's gonna go. 1250 cash your puts out to November. Bring that money there to take you out. Get that stock for like $11 a share. I love it. What else? RXRX. You guys already know $5 cash your puts out to December. Bring it. I was telling you about Sofi. I have a nice play, $40 cash your puts, Sofi 2028. Bring it. Ask for $20. Ask for $20 for a $40 cash your put. That is 50% you're bringing right off the table. First right. You're basically the first right is the most important right when it comes to a stock, for friends. If you feel like a fucking winner when you write that contract, you have to feel like a winner, because that way you just know that you're making money. You sell a $40 cash your put on Sofi, you're bringing $20. What? That's crazy. What bank will give you that? And some people are like, well, you're not getting your money till 2028. You're bringing 50 fucking percent. What bank will give you that? You're outperforming the market by 5 times over. And you're not going to hold until the end. You're going to buy it back like within a year at like 70% profit or more. If SoFi goes to 50, that shit is worthless. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. You criminals, go to sleep. You scallywags and near the wells. I'm going to bed. Anyways, have a great night, guys. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow afternoon after this all happens at 5 p.m. West Coast time, perhaps. Wishing you best of luck. Good night, my friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.